Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Natalie. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my drugstore must-have makeup products. And I'm really excited about this because these are my go-tos all year round. I will go back and forth between all of these products with different products depending on like the weather, but these are probably the ones that I would recommend to definitely go get from the drugstore, whether it be Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target. I know some people consider Ulta drugstore. I do not, but there is one product in here that I think I got from Ulta. The rest was from Walmart or Target. So I'm really excited about this, and let's go ahead and get started. So I have a couple different options from each category. Actually, only a few categories do I have like a couple options for oily skin girls or dry skin girls. So we do have some options in there. But for primer, I want to start with this Maybelline Master Prime. It's the Hydrate and Smooth Hydrate Base. It looks like this. I'm pretty sure you saw this in my everyday makeup routine, so I'm probably just going to be saying the names, not really showing too much, but it's a little blue one and you can get it at Walmart. I think it's like $4, but it's really nice in the summertime because it's hydrating, and it's really nice in the wintertime too if you have like really bad dry skin. If you just have dry skin in general, this is a really good primer. It's a cream base and it just goes on very smoothly, and it's lightweight and it does not clog your pores. So I highly recommend this primer. And for my oily skin girls, this is the Blur and Pore Minimize one from Maybelline. So it's the same line, but it's a lightweight and non-oily formula, so it's great for oily skin and it does not clog the pores either. So I do recommend this one. I use both of these. It just depends on the weather. It depends on what my skin is doing. I have combo skin, so I can use both. It just depends on the weather. So for foundation, so on my face today I am not wearing this foundation. I only wear this foundation I don't know, it just kind of depends. It honestly just depends. It depends on if I have my shade too. I have completely ran out of my shade in this foundation, so I have not wore this in a very long time, so I've just been trying new foundations here and there. But this is my go-to foundation. I do recommend this to everybody. If I don't have a certain shade in a foundation that I've been using for a while, this right here is what I go to. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage 24-hour foundation. I promise you it is full coverage. It goes on so smoothly. It's a seamless matte finish, and it's you can wear it comfortably and you can breathe. It feels like your skin is breathing through it. So I highly recommend this foundation. I got this from Walmart for like maybe $8, $9 or something like that. This foundation, you need to go get it. I think I showed this in my everyday makeup routine. This is my go-to concealer. You need this in your life, trust me. It's the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. It is full coverage. It works. I kid you not, it gets rid of the dark circles. It gets rid of the redness, the hyperpigmentation in your face. I definitely recommend this. It's so good. And I'm pretty sure it's like $4 or $5 at Walmart and Target. So actually, no, Target bumped their price up to like $7, I think. So, but it's still a good concealer and it's very affordable, I'd say. For powder, I use two different powders. I use one powder to set my under eyes because the powder that I use on my face, for some reason it changes the color under my eyes. So I have been using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This powder is a must-have. This powder is good for so many things. It's good for under the eyes because it's lightweight, and I find it really good to use for baking. If you want to bake, if you like to contour your face or just bake under your eyes for a little bit, this powder is great. It does not dry out your under eyes. It does not make it look crusty, or just, it doesn't change the color of your concealer or foundation or anything. So highly recommend this for under the eyes, but you can also use it on the entire face as well. For the entire face, this powder, you need this powder. Everyone needs to try this powder at least once. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. You can get it in whatever shade you want. I just have the translucent. This powder is like $4 and you get a lot of product in here. But I use it so much that I'm about out. I think I've had it for like almost 2 months now, which is pretty good. But it's so finely milled. It's affordable at Walmart and your Target. I'm trying to think. It does not, another thing, it does not change the color of your foundation. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is having a powder that changes the color of my foundation. I cannot stand it. This one does not do that. Highly recommend. A couple different options for bronzer. So I'm going to start with this one. This one is by Milani. It looks like this. If it would focus, you can like barely see that. There you go. It's in the shade Sunlight. This is the lightest shade. I got the lightest shade because I started using this in the winter whenever I was really pale, and it's a silky matte bronzer. The reason why I recommend this to a lot of people is if you have texture on your face, this is not going to emphasize that. When you use a bronzer that's got a lot of glitter in it or a lot of like shimmer, it's going to emphasize your texture on your face. This one does not, and this is another reason why I picked this up too, because it's a matte bronzer, and I never have tried a matte bronzer until this one, and I think it's like, I don't know, $6 or $7 at Walmart, but I highly recommend this I highly recommend this bronzer if you are looking for a matte bronzer that's not going to emphasize your texture on your face. Butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. Looks like this. Pretty sure everyone has seen this bronzer. It smells amazing. It smells like coconuts. And it has a little bit of shimmer in it, which I like for the summertime. So definitely recommend this bronzer if you are looking for one that has a little bit of shimmer. If you like scents. If you don't like scents in your makeup, do not get this because this is straight up coconut. I only have one for the blush category. This blush is, it kind of goes hand in hand with the butter bronzer. If you have not tried this blush, then you're definitely missing out, but I'm pretty sure everyone has tried this. It's the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the color Luminoso. It's just the most natural looking blush ever. It's so pretty. It has a gold sheen to it, and I love it so much, and you get a lot of product in it too. So, yeah, if you have not tried this, you need to go pick it up. Milani has a lot of great blushes too. I've tried just about all of their blushes. For highlight, I have a couple different options for highlight. I have this one, which is my go-to highlight. This is my holy grail highlight. I will never try another highlight in my life. This is the Wet n Wild loose highlight powder in the shade I'm So Lit. It is so stinking pretty, and you get so much product in it. This is what it looks like. Sorry, mine is a little dirty, but it's the shade I'm So Lit is kind of like a champagne-y shade, which I really like to use whenever I'm tan. This highlight was like $3 and some change at Walmart. You definitely need this in your life. If you like loose powder highlights, definitely this one. But I do have a couple different options for people, because I know a lot of people don't like the powder highlights, which is fine. I do have some palettes. So this is the Milani Rose Glow Stellar Lights Highlight Palette. And this is the first time I'm ever showing this. I did not show this in my everyday makeup routine because I don't use this in my everyday makeup routine. If it would focus. I'm struggling so hard. Anyway, maybe if I open it, you can kind of see a little bit better. But I like to use the middle shade whenever I'm tan. It's so pretty. They're really blinding. I've not used this shade right here, this like berry looking shade, only because I don't know where to put it. Like I don't really use berry shades on my face unless it's like for blush, but this has a lot of shimmer in it and I don't want to use that for blush. But I picked this up at Ulta a while back and I've hit pan on the lightest shade. The shades are Pearl, and then the middle shade is the Golden Quartz, and then the last shade is Rose Gold. But yeah, I got this at Ulta for like $7 and it's lasted me because I think I got this like whenever I first got here, which was like almost a year ago. So yeah, definitely recommend this little palette. Another palette that I recommend only for the highlight. Now we're talking about highlights here, but I have these palettes. They're like the contour type palettes. This is an all highlight palette, but this one is a contour palette. It's by Flower Beauty, and it's their Lift and Sculpt contouring palette in the shade light to medium. The highlight is, oh my god, it's so pretty. It is amazing. It's the most beautiful natural highlight ever. It does not have any glitter in it at all. It's just, it sits beautifully on the skin. It looks so natural. I'm pretty sure anyone can wear this shade because that's just how natural it is. But I definitely recommend this. It's at Walmart. It's by Flower Beauty. And I don't think it was that much. I can't remember the price of this because I've had this for close to 2 years now. And the blush is really the only thing that I don't really dip into just because it's that shade of pink that I don't normally wear, but definitely recommend this. If you like to contour, I'm just going to show you this contouring palette from Profusion. If you have not tried Profusion, I definitely recommend trying it. You can get it at Target. I'm not sure if you can find Profusion at Walmart. I have not found Profusion at my Walmart. I've only found them at Target, but this is the contouring palette that I'm talking about. It comes with, 5 different, I thought it was 6 shades, but that's where the brush was. It comes with a little brush, which I don't use because I use my own brushes, but it comes with 5 different shades. It comes with a light sculpt and then a tan sculpt for contouring. It comes with a highlight and I guess what's supposed to be a blush, but you can use it as a highlight. I like to use this a lot whenever I contour, and I contour a lot. I like to contour on the weekends whenever I go out, but definitely recommend this palette. It's so good. They're so pigmented and they go on beautifully. Another thing from Profusion, so we're moving on to our eyes now. I just got highlight all over my pants. Oh, my makeup is so dirty. Moving on to eyes now, we're going to talk about this makeup palette from Profusion again. It's their Naturals 24 shade eyeshadow palette and brush, but this is the palette. So pretty, so natural. I have almost hit pan in one of the shades because it is my favorite shade in this entire palette. The only shades that I have not dipped into are these darker ones right here because I got it for the naturals, but they did put a blue, a silver, and a black in there just in case. At least they're being versatile. But I think this palette was $10 at Target. It's so good. The shades are so pigmented. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on an eyeshadow palette, but you want a lot of pigment, definitely try out Profusion. They have a lot of different options depending on what you like. They have a naturals, they have I think one called Miracle, they have a blush one which is just like all berry tones. Profusion is a really good brand, and I also know that a lot of people like natural shades, so go pick up this. Now, let's see, we did eyes. Let's move on to mascara. I did not bring a mascara in here, but I did bring a mascara base, which is a primer. I know a lot of people don't really use mascara primer, but I just recently started using it and I really like it. I have an issue like so I have long lashes, but my lashes will not hold a curl. L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. It's just white like any other primer would be. But I definitely recommend this. I think that if you have long lashes but your lashes will not hold a curl, definitely try primer, and this is the one that I recommend. And I think it's like $9. So I have an eyebrow pencil, and then I have the brow gel, if you like to use brow gel. Ignore that I don't have the cap on this, but this eyebrow pencil is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I use the shade Expresso, if you're wondering, but this is what it looks like. I got it from Walmart. It is so good. It's such a good eyebrow pencil. I've tried so many eyebrow pencils and I've never found one that is not too waxy, but I need an eyebrow pencil that has a little bit of wax in it, but it's not too overly waxy. The shade is perfect. They have a good range of shades. I love NYX eyebrow pencils. I also really like Maybelline, but NYX is probably what I would recommend to you guys. I think you should go try this out. And then for brow gel, I just do this to hold my brows in place. I think that using a brow gel really helps hold them in place, and I found this one. It's the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, and it's a really good brow gel. I don't really have much to say about this because if you don't use brow gel, then you know, you just don't use it. But if you want to start using brow gel and you just don't know where to start, I definitely recommend the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. Lips. Moving on to lip products. I have a couple different options here. So I have two from NYX. I do recommend the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I really like the shade Cans. I think this shade is so beautiful. It's like a really pretty mauve-y berry tone color, if you like berry tones. And then their butter gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie is so pretty. It's really natural. I'm wearing it on my lips right now, but it might be wearing off a little bit because I'm talking. But yeah, definitely recommend. I recommend all NYX glosses or soft matte lip creams. It just depends on what shade you like, but I definitely recommend NYX. Love NYX, and they're very affordable. Another lip product that I recommend that I am literally almost out of is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. If you're looking for a plumping gloss, but you don't know which one to try, definitely try e.l.f. It works, I'm telling you. I put it on and I immediately felt the tingling feeling, but it did not hurt. I like plumping glosses, but I don't want it to hurt, so that's why I really like this. And this is in the shade Champagne Glam. Moving on to a couple tools. So I have two tools here. I'm going to show you my first one. This is my beauty blender that I use every single day. Please ignore how dirty it is. I really need to wash it. But this one's from e.l.f. I really like it because it has the flat edge, which I like to use whenever like I contour. So I'll use this side and I'll do a really fine straight line right here and right here, or I will bake right here under my eyes with it. So that's why I really like it. And it's just good for all over the face. It does not soak up extra, or it does soak up extra product, which is good if you want it to do that. But I think this was like $3 at Walmart, and it's from e.l.f. e.l.f. is very affordable, and I really like this sponge. For a brush, I only have one brush, but this has been my go-to brush for forever. I've had it for a very long time. It's the Real Techniques powder brush, but I do not use it for powder whenever I set my face. I use sponges to set my face. I don't use brushes. I like to use this brush for bronzer because it's really big, and I mean, if I need to get precise, then I would just squeeze it and get really precise. But it's so big and fluffy, and it feels really good on the face. And Real Techniques, it's very affordable, and I highly recommend the powder brush. Moving on to setting spray. Actually, I like a few different setting sprays, but this one is probably my favorite. It's the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. It leaves a dewy finish, and it locks in your, it locks in your makeup, hydrates and protects from pollution and particles, and it's a moisture boosting, it's a moisture boosting setting spray. And it looks like this, and I think this was, if it's going to focus, my products don't want to focus, but at least I'm reading their names out to you. And I will leave all of the products in the description down below. But this was like $6 or $7 at Walmart, and I have been using it for a couple months now. Moving on to lashes. I do have one pair of lashes here. I know not everybody likes bold lashes, but I do just want to mention these just because they're so pretty. And if you're looking for a good bold lash for like a ball or a night out or whatever it may be, then I definitely recommend these. These are the Ardell 3D Faux Mink 854 lashes. They look like this. They're so pretty and bold, and I just love them, and they're so fluffy. So that is going to be everything for this drugstore must-have makeup products. This is all of my favorites, and I really hope that you guys will go out and purchase these products and let me know if you like the way they wore, if you like them already. If you have these products already, please let me know. I would love to know what your drugstore makeup product is, your favorite one. I want to know in the comments below. Please let me know. So yeah, that's going to be everything for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new. Please leave this video a like and leave a comment down below. It'll really help me out a lot. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!